What are we waiting for?
We're not. Who wants to do When Last We Met Our Hero?
Ah,
After ensuring that Rick, Soap, Nadira, and Stitch are in fact not doppelgangers, Lucius shows up and it is clearly not the undead Lucius we all come to know and love, or tolerate, in Soap's case. As it turns out, though, Lucius, Grizz, and Nellie were all treated by the mother of the Arathi after having read a book that drives them insane, and Grizz and Lucius were replaced to avoid arousing our suspicion. Lucius explains how he came to be alive again, explains what happened to Grizz, he was driven insane by what he saw through the mask of Veritas, and Nellie was cured of her lycanthropy, and I have forgotten to put a closed parenthesis, so I'm sorry you're stuck in this parenthetical aside for the rest of the day. Nellie also
Tragic.
returned. I know. Nellie also returned holding a broken knoll tusk, repaired it in a style similar to Japanese kintsugi, or gold joinery, and a distinct lack of interest in books. Shortly thereafter, a couple of dwarves from Clan Holderhek showed up. The elder of them indicated his nephew was there to learn medicine from us and paid us 4,000 gold pieces for the tuition. He then hired us to assist with a quarantine issue taking place off-world. We took the job, of course, welcomed Altamel to our ranks, cautiously, of course, and then started conversing about how to make things right for Nellie and Chris. We agreed to split the tuition money and pay for Chris's resurrection. Hopefully, his soul agrees to return to the mortal plane.
Well, that was much faster to sum up than you would expect for how much happened.
Uh, yeah, I mean, to be fair, in Robbie's synopses, he usually doesn't go over the like role playing stuff very much,
Yeah.
and it was rather thin on actual plot. More, well, I don't know about that.
Um,
I consider the character stuff part of the plot personally, but in terms of action, it was fairly light.
yeah. Excuse me.
A lot of the
Okay.
character development was a lot of running around in circles too. So, from what I
Yeah.
remember of it,
So,
Um, yes. So we have a couple days. Um, So we got 4,000 gold. 2,000 was earmarked for Chris's resurrection or reincarnation, as it were. Um,
it's 3,000. You still need to pay the material components.
right. Yes, you are correct.
What?
2K for the casting, 1K for the actual like stuff required to cast. Uh,
I
Yes.
thought we
Reincarnate.
agreed it was going to be 1,000 for the casting and 1,000 for the material components.
I didn't
that's what
say
I
that.
remember.
Uh, I distinctly remember you saying that because we are
Yeah.
like, oh, we'll only need the 1,000 for the material costs, and you said, yeah, and you're going to need another 1,000 for the casting.
I second that. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's how I remember it as well. What level spell is reincarnate? It's
Fifth.
like fifth level, right?
Fifth, fifth,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fifth level spells cost
Uh,
2,000 to cast.
do they?
Yeah.
Uh, don't. Guess it's 3,000 then.
Yeah, right here, spellcasting services. 2K for a fourth or fifth level spell.
All right. Well,
Should RTFM.
we have 1,000 gold to split. Um, I'm assuming we're assuming we're leaving a share for Chris, even though he's not with us currently. So that is what 106, 166, 6 silver, 6 copper apiece.
I will remind you, like, everything is open for bartering. I'm sure you could
Yeah,
find, like, some way to
and that would be fantastic if we had a
trade
single person.
trade in
Yeah,
like services or whatever if you wanted to try and keep some of that gold in your pocket. Although I don't
ye-
know if the leaf tenders have much need for physicians.
Yeah.
So you do have other talents.
Yeah, we can take your bodies.
Yes, I'm sure.
No
I'm sure
questions
that will
asked.
go over well. Uh, right. Okay. I'm just figuring out because like I'm thinking of picking up a spell scroll. And I'm just wondering if I have enough to do that. So for a first level scroll, it should be it's
It's like
first
50
level is
gold.
common. Yeah, first level is common, and it's yeah, so it is 50 gold. So I can grab that, and then I should still have enough left over to copy it into my spell book. Yes.
I think so. I think it's like 50 gold per level.
Okay. Let me just double check. That's the only thing I needed to work out.
What spell are you grabbing?
I was well now that I'm thinking about this, I was going to grab chromatic orb, but now I'm realizing that if I do this, I'm not going to have enough money left over for the material component you need.
That would be a feat if he's going to be making masterwork stuff.
Yeah. I believe the feat in question is Master Blacksmith.
Yes. That's the only thing I wanted to work out really quick.
Anything else people want to do?
would
I mean,
like to see about upgrading my shield.
Ooh.
Because Masterwork is 5 times the base price, so it's just 50 gold for a Masterwork shield.
Yeah. Correct. You can get one damn good shield for 50 gold.
Hell yeah. My issue is going to be trying to find one that's not completely made of metal, because I don't want to support big smithing.
That is going to be the issue. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. See if you can find a
Uh,
masterwork shield that is also not metal.
Ooh boy.
Bro's going vegan with his shields.
Hell
I
yeah,
mean,
I am.
I don't know what the assumption is here, but I will point out that traditionally shields are not normally made of metal.
Well, he got a 20. Uh, so you find someone selling a masterwork shield that looks like it has been shaped from like a solid, like not like a gnarl um of wood.
Burl.
Burl, that's the word I'm looking for. Burl. It
Took me
looks
a
like
second, but
it's
that'd
been
help.
carved from like a singular burl of a tree. And this thing would have been like as big as your shell that it was carved from.
Alright.
That sounds like a gorgeous shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been carved and polished, and it's got it doesn't even have like metal rivets holding the strapping in place. It seems like some kind of magic or just some damn good carpentry was done in order to somehow embed the leather strapping directly into the wood.
Just wait.
Hell yes. How much is he looking for this?
Let's find out.
Just wait until he finds out who made the tools that made that shield.
He wants about 55 gold for it.
Well, I am a turtle man on a mission because we have prior jobs accepted, so I will happily give him 60 gold.
Awesome. You have a +1 non-magical shield.
Perfect.
It's made
And
entirely
that's
out of wood and leather.
yes. And that is all of my preparation for the time.
Great.
Yes. So, copying a first level spell is only going to cost 50 gold, so I can afford to copy it and get the gemstone that I need.
Cool.
So I'm going to do that.
Is Lucius doing anything?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Although this is more like it's not gonna be too much. I am going to be making. Oh, where is it? So I'm gonna be making wraps of unarmed power and giving them to Tancred.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no.
they
fun.
they increase his attack and damage roll by 1, and he is allowed to make the damage force instead of its normal damage type.
I see.
Oh, that is good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
It's a smart choice.
So, how much gold did we get? Like, personally.
It's like 160 plus some change.
If we want to distribute out mine to the rest, to everyone else, I don't really have need for gold currently.
Okay.
You're welcome to divvy it up amongst the rest of us if you want, but that is your call.
No, go ahead. Like I said, that's the upside to being an artificer is, I don't really need to buy magic items.
It'd be
Okay,
about
so
another
for
40 gold for the rest of you, because I sincerely doubt that you guys are paying Eltamir with his own tuition.
Right.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no.
Oh, I'm also making myself goggles of night because I'm a changeling now. I don't have dark vision.
Oh no.
well, no.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Yeah, we're not paying Altamel, but we are reserving a share for Kriz after he gets resurrected, right?
I think
Sure.
giving him 3,000 gold worth of a new life is probably a pretty damn good gift.
Hell yeah. It's going to be great because it's going to be like, hey, we brought you back to life. Go dig up your old shit. We buried it somewhere. Have fun.
It's the
Yeah,
only
I
thing we
feel
buried in
like
the penis.
That is so cruel. That sounds
uh
so bad.
okay, so
It's true though.
are we distributing it 5 ways or 4 ways?
I'm down for Chris getting a share so he can
I would be
actually,
down
like,
for
do
Chris
his
getting a
just-
leaving
share.
with Nelly.
It just
Yeah.
seems fair. Like okay, so distributed 5 ways we each get 200.
Nice.
$55 left.
I
Guys,
am.
we have to make it. We have to make it to level 14.
Does Soap want some help with buying the material component for her spell? Because I, too, do not use money that much.
I would appreciate it.
How much would you like?
Well, the material component is 50 GP.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, great.
Have 50 GP. M2.
That helps a lot because I'm rapidly realizing that like my spell choices have been almost entirely around utility and not keeping people alive by making people dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Just now realizing this.
Yes. Well, it's like
Incredible.
I've
She's
never
in-
played a wizard before, so I'm like, oh yeah, wizard, the utility caster. I'm gonna take all these cool utility spells. Then I get into combat and I'm realizing like, oh, I can't do shit.
Lucius, she's a necromancer. She is strictly focused on when they're already dead. That's the starting assumption.
You know what the crazy part is? I have a subclass feature that triggers when you kill someone with a spell. I've never gotten to use it because I've never killed someone with a spell.
I think Nadira would probably go in search of some better armor and possibly a better weapon.
All right, how much gold you got?
I got 235 GP.
Before you do that, I have one infusion spot left. Would you rather have better armor, or a better weapon?
I think I'd rather have a better armor.
Cool. Your armor is now +1.
I also
Okay,
have my
sweet.
infused longsword, right?
If you get if you get masterwork daggers, you can put um
Kalara stones in them bitches.
yeah, you can upgrade them with Kalar stones. And a dagger is like what, 2 GP? So a masterwork would be like 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you can just load up with masterwork daggers.
what are those stones you talked about?
So essentially it's like a modular upgrading system for equipment. They all have different effects. You can socket up to 2 Kalar stones into any weapon or any masterwork weapon or piece of armor. They have different effects, like there's one that just stacks some elemental damage onto a weapon. There's the Void Kalar Stone that lets you like unsummon it to an extra dimensional space and resummon it to your hand whenever you want.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really handy. I'm really fond of that one in particular because doing a city campaign, it's really, really useful to be able to look like you aren't carrying a weapon.
Yep.
Right. Mm,
There was
okay.
a yeah, there was a moment in the Wildfire campaign where my character was like going to beat someone up to steal their uniform, and she cajoled them into a bar fight, and then just pop suddenly had a great sword.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
Kalar
So,
stones are really fun.
they're in the book. They're
the Bastion book?
Hmm.
yes, they're in the Bastion
Okay.
book. They range in price, but they're I don't think I think the cheapest one is 400.
Yep.
So probably not something you want to worry about right now, but in the future, um, it could be a few that you might
20,
be
20
interested in.
gold for a pair of
Does-
masterwork daggers, that was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like masterwork is still the equivalent to just like a +1 magic weapon. It's just not magic. So you're
right,
still getting a great return on investment.
Yeah.
right, exactly.
So what would change with my daggers when I got masterwork?
They would be
They'd be
+1, but they
+1 to
still
attack
don't
and
count as
+1 to
magic.
damage. Yeah.
Yes, they get a
Okay.
+1 to attack rolls and damage rolls.
They're just not magic. So if anything's like resistant or immune to non-magical damage, your daggers still don't do anything.
Okay, I think I will probably upgrade 3 of my daggers to masterwork. Or no.
I don't know if you'd want to be like running around throwing masterwork daggers at things.
Yeah,
You imagine the drip on a rogue who shows up with just a bandolier of masterwork throwing knives.
Can you imagine though if that
Hey.
bandolier all have void Kalar stones, so you can throw them and then you have them back?
That would
uh,
be very
no.
cool.
See, unfortunately, it doesn't work like a returning weapon because you can only unsummon it if you're currently wielding it.
The distant Kalar stone, though, does put returning on it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I knew one of them did.
Okay, so maybe then two masterwork daggers, and then I do want to find myself a magical dagger.
Um,
Uh,
200 gold is not going to get you a magical dagger, unfortunately. Those things are like 400 minimum.
That face.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've got services you can barter. You do sell drugs.
Don't encourage her to sell drugs.
Why not?
I,
You might get your supplier back.
the
Mm,
player, am telling the player that they can do this. The character, I'm not telling the character to do this.
No, I know.
Stitch,
I'm just
I
poking
am
fun.
turning a new leaf.
That's what I'm
I
talking
am
about.
I am
If
well
it's
on
that
my
good
way
leaf.
to recovery. I am no
Oh, that
longer
kind of
selling
leaf.
drugs other than good ones.
All right.
Are we all set then?
I did not ask Stitch what he's doing.
Um,
Is there anything you want to go shopping for? Or
I'm interested in that +1 shield as well.
just
Not +1, but
like the
masterwork.
masterwork? Yeah. Go ahead, pick one up. 50 gold. that's it for you guys doing all the shopping stuff. You guys start heading towards the fields of Elos.
Yes.
So
Who's are we just all going as a party?
I mean,
Uh,
Are we
I
doing this
assume
section,
so.
or are we just making this happen? Is this a
so
is
the
does Dude
thing
have a
Yeah.
game
is
plan for this?
the thing is one does not simply walk into the fields of Elos and go, one resurrection, please, and then slap 3,000 gold on the table.
Yeah.
You kind of need to like know who to ask, and you kind of need to sweet talk them a little bit because again, they're not really in the resurrection business. This would kind of half be a favor.
Okay. Uh. So, yeah. I don't think any of us really have a strong. I don't know if we have any like contacts or. I mean, I think Chrysopia is familiar with the worshippers of Elos on a just a religious level.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's probably familiar with their theology or whatever. But as far as like individuals in that group, she has no idea.
The order has changed a lot since you knew them in the before times.
Mhm.
Uh, but like so hasn't everything. It's more like they've modernized more than anything else.
Right?
Uh, but like their core tenets more or less are the same. Um, they worship life in all of its forms. They view their they didn't have like the divine edict to like feed the city that they seem to do now.
Yeah.
They were a lot more on
It,
the like preservationist side in the
yeah.
before times. Now they're just kind of like, let's exploit the crap out of this so that people can live.
Yeah. Uh. I I think we're probably just gonna have to go there and ask around and hope for the best. I can't really think of anything else we could possibly do.
Anyone else got an idea?
I mean,
Have we considered asking Nellie if she's done any research into this?
We should try that. I don't have a reason to know these folk, but I do probably have the highest streetwise skill, so
Nelly has done no research.
Yeah. But before talking to Chrysopia, her plan was basically find wizard, like find high level spellcaster, beg them to help. Question mark profit.
yeah.
But
Give me
I,
insight checks.
all of us?
Sure. It's been a few days. Somebody would have noticed.
nope, not me.
I mean, of course Rick noticed. Rick
Praise
sees everything.
Conti.
Rick does see
Rick
everything.
sees all.
Nadira would
Praise
have seen it.
Conti.
Stitch would have seen it. Rick.
Lucius.
yes.
Lucius, not so
Lucius.
much. Maybe. Maybe Lucius. Uh, Rick, you notice the only thing with like text on it that Nilly's really paid attention to in the last several days has been like one of your pamphlets. Aside from that, she hasn't really so much as like looked at a book or like held one. Also, Lucius would probably notice this. The paperwork has been backing up. Nelly has been getting like none of the paperwork
uh was was do do I recognize what I put on the pamphlet?
I mean, it's one of your pamphlets.
Is it
They're
mostly
mostly
pictures?
nonsense. Yeah, they're like mostly
Yeah.
pictures and nonsense.
Yeah, what is this one of the ones where I was putting the glyphs and such from our exploding carrot fiasco?
I imagine you've been putting that on all your pamphlets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was mostly just kind of like thumbing through it, but like it didn't look like she was like really engaging with it or anything. She was just kind of like looking at the pictures you had in there.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, always glad to see another satisfied customer.
She does not seem satisfied. Um,
Hey, she's holding on to a pamphlet that's further than I normally get.
uh, Nadira, you're pretty sure like Nelly has either lost all interest in reading or like just can't anymore.
Yeah.
Question is, does did we set? Is Nadira familiar with? Guess possibly not. Did we explain
Brokers work?
how the
Luc
brokers work to Nadira?
Lucius had,
Yes.
like, brought
Yes.
us aside and explained it to people, and we all know how much Nelly valued reading.
Yeah.
So, like, that's probably the trade for Chris.
I think I'm gonna pick up a piece of paper and write down the word book on it. And I'm gonna be like, Nellie, can you tell me what this says, please?
No, I'm good.
Incredible response.
She's been bummed
Nellie,
out this whole time still.
can you not read anymore?
I can read. I just don't want to.
No, you're lying.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, babe. As a fellow book lover to a fellow book lover, I know you're lying.
Nuh-uh.
Man, that's God. How are you gonna counter that? She just not you.
Yeah.
That she's clearly telling the truth.
You just got Uno reverse carded.
Nuh-uh. I can read. Leave me alone.
I'm assuming I also remember that she wasn't able to do the paperwork and I had to help her, right?
Oh yeah.
You're not reading your books.
I don't want
I
to read my
had to help you do the paperwork, which you are theoretically being paid for.
I'm going through some stuff. Give me a break. And she's got like a shaky hand on that tooth again.
That's what you paid for Chris, isn't it?
No.
All right. Just know, I know. And then Nadira will just give her a knowing look, a sad smile, and a little salute, and we'll walk away.
Nadira going to share this revelation with anyone else?
Eh, anybody who got over a 20 probably figured it out.
I did not. Um. Yeah. So we're talking about making a streetwise check.
Yep.
I have a -1, so I'm not making that check.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I have a +1.
I have a +4, so that's 7.
A
I
I'll
do
give it
not
a
know who
try.
we should talk to.
Oof.
All right, so unfortunately, the only leaf tender Stitch knows, are the ones that he's gotten into fights with. Um, Nadira probably like bought some mellow leaf from one once. Uh, Lucius, who do you know?
Uh, I so I don't know. I don't know a leaf like an actual leaf tender. I do know an Arathi agent who is masquerading as a leaf tender and has gotten in pretty deep with them.
Okie dokie.
Hey, something just occurred to me. I
Mhm.
think we have something we could trade them.
Oh yeah.
You remember that
Yeah.
plant we stole from that guy?
That I've been tending to very diligently? Yes?
Yes. The one that we can't figure out how to propagate, but they probably could.
I'm pretty sure I figured out how to propagate it. I'm
Well,
pretty sure I set it up to grow.
It's growing. You want to give me a nature check? See how well it's doing.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh, that
wow,
was so close.
nice.
that was almost a one. No, yeah, you've managed to like take some cuttings, and you actually have like 2 or 3 pots going right now.
Cool. I mean, it's a, as far as we were aware, it is a completely novel species. So like, they might be interested in a sample of it.
I mean, I have like 2 or 3 pots. I could possibly grab a sapling.
Uh, is is that something people think is worth a try?
I
I
mean,
mean, I think it's worth a
Sure.
try.
we've really got nothing else.
Yeah. Cool. Uh,
You guys head into the fields of Elos. Lucius,
Yeah.
you have set up a meeting with your contact, and he offers to meet you guys at like this. It's like a roadside inn. Uh, it also has like a tavern in it. It's very folksy. It does take you guys a good bit of time to get there. I think from where you guys are, you have to go almost all the way through Dwarfhome, but you can take the train for most of that. I think it's gonna take you about 5 hours to get there.
damn.
Yeah, it's a trip. Especially since once you're in Elos, it's like nothing but dirt roads. Um, and while you can take an auto carriage in there, um, the auto carriages don't really have suspension. They're very like they're still like rough draft of cars, so like they don't really have much for a suspension. Um, the
Yeah.
seats are still like wooden pews with cushions on them. It's
Yep.
basic stuff.
Chrysopia is, to be clear, visibly terrified of these things.
Yeah,
She thinks they have the devil inside of them. Like, she's so tense anytime she's inside of one.
she's right to be so. They are not safe. Um, but
Um,
so yeah, it's either you're on like a horse carriage and you're going slowly so you don't like snap an axle, or you're on foot.
yeah. Um, that's fine. I think, yeah, I think Chrysopia is going to not bring Hollow to this particular venture or any any other of her
Good
current
idea.
servants,
Good idea.
because it might upset them.
Uh,
So we meet at a tavern.
you do indeed meet at a
Uh,
tavern.
I will also be leaving Tancred behind for the record.
That is a good idea. Um,
uh,
so while you're in the Fields of Elos, you actually get +2 to any hit die that you roll
oh, fun.
Nice.
for healing. And you guys get to the tavern. It's called like the Sleepy Centaur. And
How, how charmingly rustic.
yeah, inside it is like wooden tables. It kind of smells like a barn. They have like stables next door, and since the weather is almost always like pleasant for the most part, they don't really have like sealed windows. So like the there's a lot of fresh air and scents from outside that make their way into the building. And since they have that stable next door, it kind of smells like a stable or a barn inside. Um, inside there's a bunch of like farm hands on like their day off, just kind of enjoying sitting around shooting the shit with each other. A couple of them have drinks, and sitting off to one side near a window is a leaf tender who is nursing what appears to be a large cup of mead.
Ugh, there's too much fresh air and sunlight in here. How does anyone meant to focus?
Believe it or not, Chrysiopea, lots of people like fresh air and sunlight. It
As a
actually
matter of
helps them relax and concentrate.
Said
as a
the
matter of
drow.
fact,
I mean,
as a
yeah.
matter of fact, Lucius stops, like closes his eyes and just like inhales deeply and just stands there for a second, like enjoying the light breeze.
Oh yeah,
Just
been
to
a while for him.
clarify, did you guys bring Ultimail with you or no?
Yes, Chrysopia specifically wanted to bring Eltamel.
So say, I
Uh,
Okay,
believe this
cool.
was
she-
stated to be a learning opportunity.
Yes.
I just wanted
it-
to check to make sure.
Yeah, and that I mean that's for Chrysopia as well. Like, I don't think that she, at least not to her own memory, in the fragmented state that her memory is, she does not remember witnessing this spell in action before. So it's like this is a huge research opportunity.
I mean, and how does it even work when you don't even have a body? You just have what's allegedly a physical manifestation of one's soul.
Right, exactly.
Even if you had seen it before, this is a completely novel application of it.
Yeah. She's in a weird way, like she's quite excited about this.
Leaf tender,
But
sitting
yes,
at a table, cup of mead.
yes.
I am going to approach the leaf tender, uh, sit down across from him, and just be like, good evening, brother.
Good evening. How can I help you?
I I believe you and I share a common interest. And then I'm just gonna like, is there anyone like looking at us?
Give me a perception check.
Me.
Um, like people like glance in your direction, but it's not like they're scrutinizing you or anything.
Okay. Um. So Yeah, so as soon as like someone's not looking, I'm just gonna like hold my hand off to the side and like let it like change shape. And then it goes back to like its normal look.
I mean, it's very obvious you're a changeling. I don't know what you were looking to communicate there. Uh, however, is there something I can do for you?
Yes, my associates and I are looking for a particular service to be done. A very rare and powerful service. We were hoping you might be able to help us, or at least point us in the right direction.
I mean, I'll do my best.
We're after the services of a quite powerful spellcaster.
How powerful are you asking? There's plenty of spellcasters in the city.
How powerful of a one do you know?
I mean,
Specifically, a powerful spellcast, the most powerful spellcaster you can find, you would know of the primal sort. Yes?
I mean, all leaf tenders are capable of some manner of primal magics. Um, just so you know, levels are canonically a thing.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
It is, but I've always thought it weird when people insist that levels aren't a thing in games because it's just such a convenient way to be like, yeah, magic users of fifth level.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think probably, yeah, I think Chrysope it might be a new thing to her.
it might
It
be
might have been,
like they might not
yeah,
have
it
that
might have
kind
been
of
invent.
classification,
Yeah.
um, but like, uh, what 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 order of spellcasting are you looking for?
We're looking for someone who might be able to reincarnate a lost soul.
That would be magic of the fifth order. That would be quite difficult. Only a truly powerful caster would be able to do such a thing. Not only that,
We
such magics come with risk. Church of Zazakiel does not take kind to those whom return from the dead.
we are quite aware of the risks, and we are prepared to barter the appropriate price.
Price is not necessarily the issue. It's the order isn't in the business of returning criminals and gangsters to life. Is the soul deserving?
Yes.
I believe so, yes. We are an order of healers and scholars. So that we wish to return to life is one of our own. Uh, a man who was instrumental in many of our efforts to protect the health of our corner of the city.
He was he was given a rough hand in life, and we were hoping we might be able to give him a better one.
The worth of a soul is not mine to decide. Tell you what, I shall introduce you. I'm sure the leader of my local order can perform such magics. It is up to them to decide if this soul is worthy.
Thank you. We would greatly appreciate the opportunity.
Um, he gets up and he leads you to the stable where he's got like one of those hay wagons tied up.
Mhm.
and he has you all climb into the back. There's plenty of hay to
Oh,
sit on, and he uh he flicks the reins. He's got two big honking Clydesdales at the front, and they just start like a slow trot down the dirt road.
Chrysopia gets sort of she gets sort of a distressed look on her face, and you see her she prestidigitation, prestidigitation. There's so many microbes in the soil.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't help much. You press to digitate the hay, and the hay just goes away. You don't get clean hay.
Yeah, I'd rather honestly, she would rather sit on clean plywood.
You manage to get like I don't know, like a 2 foot wide patch of plywood that you've pretty good and cleaned off that
Yeah.
manages to not have the filth creep back into it. Uh, um, he takes you on a hayride.
I'm
It's a oh,
I was gonna say I'm right behind Christopia and immediately just making it dirty again.
uh, he takes you on a hayride. It's a pretty lengthy hayride. These horses aren't going particularly fast, and this leaf tender doesn't seem to be in any kind of hurry. So about 45 minutes, you guys are on the back of this wagon, and eventually he leads you to this. It's like an orchard, and on the trees is like a variety of fruit. They're not just like apple or orange trees. Like each tree has like apples, bananas, oranges, pears, plums. It just seems like every kind of fruit you can have on a tree is like on these trees.
And they say what I do is unnatural.
Uh,
What do you do that's unnatural?
Never you mind, dear.
as he
You'll
as
find that
he
soon enough.
as he pulls you guys through this orchard, he's like describing like the process that they use to like harvest these fruits, and he's like going on and on. He's very he seems very proud of it. He's like, "Oh, we've developed magical techniques to cultivate uh, these these fruits so that they grow in a day, and we've also uh, managed to graft branches from numerous trees onto a single trunk so that we can harvest all these fruits at one go, and so on and so on and so on." And as you're riding through, like there are workers like tending these trees, and you can see some of them are leaf tenders who are casting some form of plant growth in order to facilitate the rapid cultivation of these trees.
Yeah, I think as he's getting into like some of the more like esoteric techniques that they've been building, I think Chrysopia does perk up with it. Oh, that's quite fascinating. Have you considered? I'm aware there are many methods of accelerating genetic mutations across generations. You could accelerate the rate of speciation. For example, there's heavy metals, radiation.
Oh, we've never used such unnatural methods. It is purely through the glory of Elos that we bring the bounty of our Lord to the city.
Yes, of course.
Um, but eventually he does take you to like it's like a large barn in the back of this orchard, and inside this barn there are a couple dozen leaf tenders, um, and they're all just kind of milling about, like checking on the harvest. Some of them are doing like other kinds of spell casting to like preserve stuff or to get it like rapidly packed. Like there's probably like one leaf tender out there who's like just casting fabricate in order to make crates from planks.
That's a terrible use of a fourth level spell slot.
Uh, he probably isn't. I think you can cast fabricate as a ritual. I don't think he's using spell slots. but he takes you to the back, and there is one particularly old wood elf back there, and the whereas most of the leaf tenders are wearing like farmhand clothes with like a light green shawl on top of it. This guy is dressed um, almost all in white, and like none of his clothes seem like they have any kind of like work dust on them. And he's just kind of standing there. He doesn't really seem to be doing much, but he does have people like coming up to him and asking him questions constantly.
So supervisor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like supervising, but like he's definitely not a hands-on kind of guy.
Well, that's a spellcaster if I've ever seen one.
Yeah,
Supervising, but the guy who actually earned it.
yeah. Um, the 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 leaf tender. You guys are have been brought here by uh he puts a hand on Lucius's shoulder and he goes, "Good luck, brother," before he hurries off to go enjoy the rest of his day off.
He probably knows what we're here for. Like, why? Why we're
Oh,
here?
oh, well, I don't know. It's a big organization. They don't necessarily inform all of their agents about everything.
No,
I mean, yeah, you're probably right.
Um, Crispy is going to try to get this guy's attention. Hello. Pardon me.
oh, yes, yes, madam. I seem out of place. Can I help you?
Yes. I was directed to you. We are i- seeking to acquire the services of a spellcaster.
One second. No, that crate goes to dwarf. Sorry.
We are seeking the services of a spellcaster, specifically a primal spellcaster who is capable of at least the 5th tier.
Well, I may know of one, but for what purpose?
Perhaps it would be best if we spoke a bit more privately. I promise it will be worth your time.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
I was gonna say red flags the party.
Persuasion. It's -1. Oh, that's not good.
Can I help?
Please?
Oh,
Oh,
my god.
He goes, I'm afraid I'm quite busy at the moment. If you can wait
I'll.
till this evening,
Unfortunately, we have a ship to catch today. Listen, I'll cut through the noise. We have a soul, and we need it to be reincarnated.
you have a soul.
Yes. It was not acquired by us, but rather by an associate of ours. But seeing as we have access to it, it seems it would be quite a waste to simply let it rot on a shelf, no?
He was a friend.
Hold on, I'm still trying to understand what it is you were saying. You have acquired the immortal soul of a creature and brought it here.
Colleague of ours unfortunately passed away quite tragically recently. Another associate of ours who was quite bereaved by his death went to the trouble of acquiring his soul from the ghost block in hopes of resurrecting him. Now, given that the only other spellcasters who would potentially have access to that kind of magic are, well, I'm sure you know, rather dour on even benign forms of necromancy. I surmised that it may be possible to work out some sort of deal with one of you,
Well,
and we.
there are no benign forms of necromancy. Each one is a manipulation of the natural order of life. One does not do so benignly. However,
Yes, well, eh, I tend to find that it's rather arbitrary what is the natural versus the unnatural order, to be honest. It's really
however,
So,
more of a question of who has the
so,
authority to determine for
so,
others what is considered natural.
Lucius is going to elbow Chrysiopeia in the ribs.
are you all right, my dear?
Yes, perfectly fine. Please continue.
I was going to say nothing travels through this world without having some interaction with life. To write off necromancy as malevolent, I believe, is short-sighted. It is merely another way of experiencing the world.
Yes, I think so too.
How we, how the Order sees it, at least. It's one of the few places we disagree with the Order of Zazakiel.
So, uh, if I may, we have quite a sum of gold that we are prepared to offer. We are, of course, prepared to cover the material components necessary for such a ritual. Um, and we also have a sample of a rather unusual plant specimen that we were prepared to offer as potential compensation.
Oh, may I see it?
Yes, of course. Um, who has the plant?
me, I have it in a little pot.
Nadira, if you could bring the specimen forward, please.
He looks it over, um, and
It was.
this it's quite clever. This little plant.
Yes, we acquired it from a rather eccentric botanist somewhere in the Rimmon Bazaar. Apparently, he had been undergoing some experiments of his own with crossbreeding medicinal plants. According to him, it has rather potent healing properties. We
Yes,
ourselves are a medical establishment. That was our interest in it. But we are happy to share the fruits of our own research with you
yes.
in
This
exchange for services.
if this has the parentage I believe it does, it would make quite the poultice. Uh, I am turmeric. Uh,
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Chrysopeia Doublet.
Nadira.
all
I'm
right.
Lucius.
oh, 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 okay.
I'm just going to be over here.
Okay. 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 Um, great. Nellie's also there. I assume you guys brought Nellie. Uh,
Yeah.
she's pretty much just
Yes.
standing in
I
the
doubt
corner quietly with Stitch.
I doubt she would have allowed us to come here with the soul
No,
Yeah.
while
no,
she
she would
stayed
not have.
behind.
Turmeric grabs one of the less busy guys, and he goes, "Fetch me the red package in the storehouse." And he like hands him like a small, uh, it looks like a paper pouch, of something in it, and he goes, bring it to my quarters. I shall have need of it." And the The guy looks. The guy that he asked, like gets like this reverent look on his face, like he knows the weight of what's about to happen, and he hurries off. He goes, "Follow me upstairs."
Of course.
Turmeric takes you guys
And
upstairs. He's got a very modest quarters set up there. It seems to be like a simple desk for writing, uh, uh, a straw tick for him to sleep on, and he has a recently emptied chamber pot. He doesn't even have like an outhouse he uses. He just has like a chamber pot. Um, and I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of seating to offer you. However, my assistant should be here soon with what I require. Tell me, this man that you wish to bring back, was he a good man? Was he a criminal? Did he do violence to others?
he was instrumental to many of our own efforts to protect the health of our corner of the city. We are a humanitarian organization. We are dedicated to protecting and preserving life in any way that we are able to do. Chris was one of the finest of our colleagues.
Chris is an interesting name. Uh, what sort of man was he? What
I'm,
manner of being?
I'm afraid I don't quite follow your meaning.
Well, the
Do
magics
you,
work best on those most like ourselves. I will have a much
are
harder
you
time returning to form, say, a Thrycreen than I would a human.
oh, uh, well, that is a rather, yes, well, that is a rather complicated question, actually.
We don't
See,
know what he was originally. We rescued him from the cult of Mayol after they stuffed him into a dragonborn body.
He he does the he does
he
the,
was
the two
originally,
fingers under the nose thing, and he's just like, you said the coat of Mayol laid hands upon him.
They they robbed him of it. They robbed him of whatever life he had before and stuffed him into something he was unaccustomed to. We wish to give him his life back.
So he was a victim of this cult.
yes.
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 And if it matters, not to interject, but he was a knoll originally, I believe.
And no, this could complicate things. I am unsure if it will work upon a knoll or what effect the atrocities those inhuman bastards have done to him.
He he was a good he was a friend of ours, and regardless of what he was when he began, he was a good man, and
He
we would like to at least give him the chance of living a good life.
he was a guardian to the weak. The sick and the injured would come to our clinic, sometimes with enemies. They got that way for a reason, you see. And he stood between them and those who would do them harm.
Well, as long as he wasn't slaughtering children or attacking the innocent or whatever. I suppose I can at least give it a
No,
try.
no,
So
You
nothing of
just
that sort.
killed my wife. You just killed my wife.
Uh, right. Uh, he just kind of like sits there, quietly, like he's gathering himself, uh, for about 10 minutes before his assistant arrives with a small red paper package, that he kind of places in front of him before leaving.
We understand the highly unusual nature of this situation. Please, we are prepared to accept whatever the outcome is. I trust that you are doing your best.
I will warn you, the nature of this magic is unpredictable.
Yes, I am aware.
I will be calling upon the spirits of Lake Memoria to provide me a vessel for which to place his spirit into, and
Really
whichever vessel answers is beyond my control.
fascinating.
So
That's how it
he
works.
he will not be what he was before, and I cannot guarantee that he will be whom he was before.
We still think that it is for the best. If I understand the mechanics of this sort of occasion correctly, then if he does not truly wish to return, then there is nothing we can do anyway.
I suppose you are
But
correct. It does still require a willing spirit. Uh, right. He begins like slowly unwrapping the package, and inside he has a variety of like uh, bundles of incense, dried flowers, a couple of animal bones, and he just starts setting them up in like this circle.
uh, Principia takes out her journal and sort of clicks a pen. Just, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a bother, but I myself am a practitioner of the arcane, as I think you may have surmised. But I have quite an interest in, let's say, cross-disciplinary studies. Um, I would simply like to observe as carefully as I can.
Oh,
I think this is quite an interesting um, learning opportunity for myself and my apprentice here.
welcome to do so. However, I will tell you ahead of time. Your observations will be mostly fruitless. This is more of a practice of faith than anything else. The uninitiated could perform the same actions perfectly and get no result.
Really fascinating.
Um, he then takes like a small bit of uh, what is it I'm trying to think of? It's uh balsa. Takes some balsa wood, and
Hmm.
he scorches the end of it on a candle, and he uses it to draw like this intricate circle on the ground in charcoal, before placing the balsa back into the packaging. And it goes, I am prepared for the ritual. The man's soul, please.
Ah, Nelly, you're going to have to provide the artifact to this man. All right?
She does. Uh, she hesitates slightly before handing it to him, but she does so.
Yeah.
Uh, he takes a look at the fang, and he goes. he just kind of like looks at it, and you can almost see like a tear run down his face as he looks at it. He just you see him kind of like mouth the words like beautiful before he places it down. I mean, he's holding the soul of a creature. Like he treats this stuff very seriously. He places it down in the center of his little ritual circle, and he begins casting reincarnate. Does Kriz answer the call to return to life? Uh, Turmeric, follower of Elos, stands ready to pull you across that precipice.
Kriz will accept the summons. Yeah, I guess essentially, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Uh, there is there's like a warm breeze that kind of like swirls around the room. The candles are all blown out, and it's as if the sun has set outside as well as like this dusk, like this dusky light fills the room. It gets very dark, almost like all the color drains out of the room, and the smoke from the candles starts to coalesce and swirl in the middle, and the fang is lifted up, and a silhouette begins to materialize in the smoke. And when it's completed, there is standing an Azamar, fully naked,
Whoa!
fully naked.
Chrysopia is absolutely spellbound by this process. You don't think she's ever been so paid such rapt attention to anything. She is not phased in the slightest by the fact that he's naked. She immediately takes a step forward to examine for it closer.
I'm sure Chrysiopia has held enough disembodied penises that another one standing in front of her isn't that big a deal.
I am one of the two medical providers in our two actual medical providers in our district. I've seen our party's dicks.
Hey, everyone has seen Chris's dick.
That's true.
More than one of you has held Chris's dick.
Chrysopia, it like immediately takes a step forward, her eyes wide, just like with this mixture of awe and fascination. Just Chris?
I imagine that Chris is like really confused, disoriented at the moment. Nope.
She's already like moved on. Like she's taken a step closer and is like squeezing your shoulder. Like, incredible! The biomass is just conjured. I didn't think that was possible. With this sort of the musculature is. And she's just she's just
Lucius
like,
is gonna walk up and put his hand very firmly on Chrysiopea's shoulder.
I
"What?"
think Nadira would have like despite Chrysiopea being like right there, she probably would have like came up and like quickly like hugged Chris and be like, Chris!
I think so. When you guys swarm Chris, there is a very brief look of confusion and mild disappointment. As he starts to like kind of look around the room to get his bearings better. Is Chris currently capable of seeing Nelly?
You kind of have to like. I mean, you're a freaking Asmar. You're probably like 6'5" or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of like look over everyone's head, and you can kind of see Nelly. She's made herself very small in the corner, like she was frightened at what was happening, and she's kind of like peeking at you as best she can through the crowd that has formed around you, and she's kind of like doing that laugh cry thing, where she's like happy crying, but she's doing it quietly.
Uh, I d-
Uh, uh, Perhaps we should Crispia is sort of like I think at this point she sort of like snaps out of her sense of like childlike wonder at this act of great magic, and it's just like realizes like, oh, there's a naked guy who doesn't know why he's here. Uh um I don't suppose that we could do have any spare robes or anything of that sort.
Goes, I suppose I could offer him something to wear. Uh, Chris, you are now wearing a pure white robe.
fantastic. I'm all holy up in this bitch.
Yeah. Um.
Yes, actually.
The second coming of Chris, bitches.
Noise.
So being an Azamar is not anything like
Chris the White.
it's. It is nothing like when you were a gnoll stuffed into a dragonborn. It feels correct. It's not like your brain. It's not like your arms feel too long. It's not like your tongue is sitting weird in your mouth. It is your tongue in your mouth. It is like your legs are the correct length for your gait.
You feel right.
Yeah, you don't feel off
Yeah.
balance. Um,
It's I imagine it's kind of like because he described it. Turmeric described it as like uh, whatever spirit answers the call, like the physical form.
yeah,
So I have to imagine it comes like it's not just the body, like it comes with some like sense memories and like proprioceptive sort of like wiring.
it's kind of like that. But it's also like it is his brain in his head.
Yeah,
There isn't that
right.
fight between like an old brain stem and a new brain that are like trying to communicate different things to each other. So like it
Uh,
is you're once again at harmony with your own body, even though you are much more humanoid than you've ever been.
Chris, I understand that you may be confused.
Chris is going to just outright, once he has some clothing on, he's just like outright ignoring the rest of the party, and he is walking up to Nelly and offering out a hand.
She takes it.
Cool. He's going to help her up and pull her into a hug.
Aw, Nelly gets a hug.
Aw,
Aw.
Good for Nelly.
He won. I would make the argument that Chris knows it was not the party members who went to retrieve him.
Uh,
okay. Well,
um,
okay. Well, we did just like we did just pay a guy to bring you back or something.
I'll let
I
you
don't know. I
decide.
think
Like,
that counts for something.
I'll let you decide. It's like a coma. I'll let you decide like how aware Chris was of what
Yeah.
was going on while he was a tooth.
Listen, we made
I
sacrifices too. We could have bought a lot of shit with that gold.
Yeah, I imagine that like while Chris isn't like actually aware of what going on, there he would probably have been very aware that like Nelly was a constant presence despite him not like being fully aware of like what was happening. Like Nelly was there constantly.
Yeah.
Oof.
Uh so I what happened?
Well, perhaps we should settle up with Mr. Turmeric here before we can explain on the way back. We have and Chrysopia ducks and looks at the sun outside. It's like, oh, we have a ship to catch soon.
I'm afraid your friend's gonna have to stay here for the foreseeable future.
I'm sorry.
Well, I assume he doesn't have identification.
Oh,
Crossing the gates will be difficult. And unfortunately, as he currently is, he will stick out like a sore thumb to the Church's Ezekiel.
be.
Does that mean he has to wait a year for identification?
No, no, he doesn't. The gate. It is a set in stone law that gold gets you anywhere in Bastion.
Yeah.
We could literally walk up to the gate guards, and when they go, "I need to see some identification," we walk up and go, "Hey, man, look, my friend got a little drunk and lost his identification. You sure you just can't let him go through real quick?" And we slide them 10 gold, and they'll probably go, "Ah, you're right. It must be a mishap. Go on through, you scamp."
Yes. Yeah. Chris Page, we'll determine. I'm sure some arrangement can be worked out.
Yeah, I still recommend that he stay here for a few days. Process can be disorienting, and our order can offer him guidance.
Chris Page sort of shrugs. Chris, do you suppose it's up to you?
Uh, I'm thinking here. Um, I don't. Um, he's going to. Well, screw it. Uh,
Hmm.
The most middling
I
result.
I do appreciate your offer, sir, and perhaps if my circumstances were different, I would agree, but I think I'll be fine. Uh, I think I have things I need to see to.
Well, the Green Father's blessing upon you. I wish you the best of luck.
And to you as well, sir.
Safe journeys, my son.
Sweet fruit?
Uh, yes, and you're going to need and Crispia sort of pulls like a pressed leather coffer out of her pack, and believe it's quite a sum. This should be 1,000 gold pieces for the material components that were expended.
Oh, thank you. Um, yeah, he takes it.
Cool. Is he? Uh, I if he doesn't ask for any more compensation, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna offer that up.
And I know we didn't speak of this ahead of time, but do you have any other donations to the order you'd like to make?
You can have my plant. And I offer him my plant.
Thank
Surely
you.
surely the order would be quite interested in cultivating this entirely novel specimen. As you said yourself, it is uh, potentially could make for a quite potent poultice.
Yes, it could. The order's not that invested in medicinal herbs, unfortunately.
Well, we ourselves are, of course, a uh, medical organization, and perhaps in the future we could work out some sort of trade relationship.
Suppose if you could afford it, maybe if you had some capital to invest.
All right, how much you want?
Well, it was my whole afternoon, and I did quite literally perform a miracle for you.
Yes, you did.
D-
I understand that the performance of miracles is quite the is within the mission statement of most organized religions, is it not?
yes.
Would you guys just pay the man? I'm very thankful to be alive, and I would prefer he didn't undo that.
Can he?
Chrysopia, I think
I mean, with a
I think
knife.
he knows what this is worth. I'm assuming.
The turmeric, yeah, no, he definitely knows what his spell casting is worth.
Uh, yeah, okay. Chrysopia is not going to try to strong arm him. She'll just we'll give him the 2,000 gold.
Uh, let's see how much he likes the plant.
Well, well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, because we're getting the
Uh,
plant. Oh, we get an 8.
yeah,
Uh,
he goes, thank you for
how does
your
it?
generous donation. The blessings of Elos be upon you.
I don't suppose we get any sort of discount for the plant on an 8.
No, no. Really, if anything, the plant saved you from your terrible persuasion check.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Um, yeah, as we're sort of like reaching the end of this exchange, Crispia sort of turns is as we're like walking out, Crispia is gonna get Chris's ear. Yes, well, it has been a rather turbulent few days, but the long and short of it is, well, you do you remember the book?
You do not.
How? Okay, that answers that immediately. Book, book.
Hmm.
Uh, I usually try to avoid those things.
Hmm.
Too many
Well,
words.
I suppose that is for the best. Um, the long and short of it, you came into contact with a rather dangerous magical artifact, a book which corrupted your mind. For reasons that are unbeknownst to me, uh, you were then kidnapped by the Arathi so that they would cure you using another quite powerful artifact known as the Mask of Veritas, and this unfortunately resulted in your death.
I knew some of those words.
But thanks to Nellie, who quite graciously made a very difficult sacrifice of her own, she acquired your soul, and we made the decision to divert some of the funds away from the clinic to pay for your reincarnation.
When you say Nellie made a sacrifice of her own, Chris has immediately lost interest and turns towards Nellie. What
I don't.
did you do,
Nothing. I didn't do anything. I
Nellie?
At
What?
this point, Nadira would come up and be like, she won't admit it, but she gave up her ability to read for you, Chris.
I did not. I just asked very nicely.
That's not how the brokers work, Nelly.
Chris would very much like to make an insight check on that.
I mean, go ahead, but
looking like directly into her eyes, like
that's hard because she's getting an eye full of like she is counting the grass. Like
he'll crouch down if he has to look into
you
her
are
eyes.
6'5" and she is 4'10".
Put your hand under her chin and make her look up. Trying to see
Now
one of those little
kiss.
movie scenes.
Yeah.
No, it's really hard
damn
to
it.
it's really hard to read if she's lying from the top of her head.
Can I give a persuasion check to convince him, or is he convinced already?
I mean, you can tell him whatever the heck you want.
I think Chris will let it drop for now.
Yes.
Let's
Well,
get home.
yes. Well, due to the difficult circumstances regarding resurrection magic in Bastion, of course, we would not be able to acquire the services of a cleric, given that the only qualified ones in the city would abhor such magic. So we had
Chris,
to.
we had you reincarnated.
Yes. You may find your current body somewhat unfamiliar, and I apologize for that. But
I feel more in place than I have in years.
well, that's fantastic. And if I understand correctly, you also will be able to leave if you so wish in this form.
He's just gonna process that silently as they keep walking.
Simply wanted to let you know that you have the option. No pressure either way. Yes, we also recently came into some money due to a lucky contract that came our way. We thought it was appropriate that you should receive a share as well. And Crispy will disperse the 200 gold.
Cool.
You are, of course, free to do with this however you wish. I feel we should discuss the matter of your employment. That's all right.
We've kind of dropped a lot on him in the last hour or so. Let's give him some time to process.
All right. Yes, I think you've earned a small vacation. So I'm assuming we're gonna need how many gates do we got to get through with him?
With him, depends on where you're taking him. But to get back to your guys' place, you have to go into Dwarf Home and then out of Dwarf Home. I think Dwarf Home's connected to the college.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So what? We slide like 10 gold to each guard on the way?
Probably do that, yeah.
Actually, you guys have someone with you. Who would be guarding the gate into Dwarf Home?
Into Dwarf Home would be all right. So each gate is protected by the faction on its side. So like you'd have to get past leaf tenders and then past wardens to get into dwarf home. And then to get into the college, you'd have to go past wardens and then past mage knights on the other side of the gate.
Okay.
The leaf tenders don't give two shits.
Right.
Yeah.
They just make sure you're not like smuggling vegetables or anything.
It's
They're California.
They're
I
checking you
totally
for rogue
smuggled a
tubers.
plant in.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't care if you bring
Bootleg-
plants in.
Bootleg maple syrup.
Oh, okay.
We see a guy getting a pat down at the gate, and one of the leaf tenders pulls a potato out of his front pocket and go, "Oh yeah, what's this?"
All right. You got a potato license?
Is that a spud in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah, just making sure everybody pays their duties on their apple.
Yeah.
I'm
So
tired.
what we gotta get through like 4 guards.
Technically 3 guards, since again the leaf tenders don't give a shit. But yeah,
Right. Okay. So 3.
Yeah. Looking at this map, we have to go through Dwarf Home into the industrial park, and then we get into the college.
oh,
Yeah.
And by my count, if the leaf tenders don't give a shit, and it's only like going through the gates, then we only have to really bribe like 2 sets of guards, unless it's going to be like if we go through a Dwarf Home gate, are the guys on the Drenarthi side going to check our shit too?
so here's the problem with getting into the Drenarthi district. They use Warforged.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Offer them
Them
oil. Or civil rights.
Um.
Unionization.
Okay. Follow-up question:
Mhm.
Does the tram get stopped?
No, the tram's too busy to stop.
Oh, then we just hop into Dwarf Home, take the tram to the college. We're good.
Yeah, you just get checked at the station.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So in that case, we're only going to get checked once, or twice if they're going to check us when we get off the tram too.
I
Once
assume that
once
was
going
yeah,
in, once going out, then once getting off the train.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Can are we making checks for this, or are we
I'll
heckling?
let one person make a check. I will give you +1 for every 5 gold you spend. It's going to be the one bribe.
I'll try to bribe him.
How much gold are you spending?
I'll kick in
As
10.
much as my party wants to throw down.
I'll kick
You
in
said
10.
you said 5 gold.
Hold on.
It's +1 per 5.
Yep.
I'll throw down 5.
I'll throw down 5.
So that's a +4.
It's +2 so far.
Suki said she was gonna throw down 10.
Oh, then yeah, that is +4.
I will throw. So this is going to be for each stop, yeah? Or are we going to have to make this check each time?
It's just going to be the one check.
Oh, then
I want to get this
case,
done quick.
okay. In that case, I will also put down 10.
Ooh,
Okay, so that's a +6. That should be pretty solid.
good. Give me a persuasion check to bribe the guards to let Chris not have an ID.
Oh,
Hell
Oh,
yeah!
yeah.
god damn!
Well, shit, my dude, 31.
They give us our money back and they're like, no, we couldn't possibly.
Chris, you
we
never
walk
need
through.
identification.
We walk through and like Stitch just bumps his chest once and goes, "He's with me," and the guard's like, "Oh yes, of course, sir."
as you guys get off the train, one of the mage knights stops you and goes, "Sir, I believe you dropped this," and hands Chris a fake ID.
Nice.
Nice.
Great.
Is it a fully completed fake ID?
Yeah, they like got your picture and everything.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
that's fantastic.
Nice. You gotta respect a 30+ check result.
Well, that and you guys spent like 50 gold on this. That buys you a fake
Yeah.
ID. So why
Yeah.
not?
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Um.
Chris
I think-
takes it super confused.
yeah. So, how do we find the shop? How do we find the clinic?
Yeah, Rick, what's been going on at the clinic?
I posted it earlier. If
Oh,
we're
you
getting
did?
patients, the only thing I've been trained to identify is its allergies, and they get an EpiPen. So, if it's allergies, they're feeling better. If not, it's a good thing I know spare the dying.
Now, see, if I understand, the reason it's called an EpiPen is because it's epinephrine, right?
Yeah, it's
Otherwise,
adrenaline.
yeah. Basically they either got treated for allergies or they're hyperventilating.
Yes,
No.
and then if they're hyperventilating, they're still obviously having an allergic reaction, so they get another EpiPen.
Ah,
I could
Oh
feel,
no.
I could feel the nurse and my wife cringing.
Guy comes in with heart palpitations. Boom, EpiPen.
No. No. Let's
This-
not do that.
this is
What's
what
the
you've been,
worst that could happen?
This
His
is what you've
chest
taught
just
your-
explodes.
Death. Imminent death.
This is what you've taught your apprentice, Lucius?
No, no, it
I-
is not.
No, explicitly not.
No, this is specifically from the changeling Lucius who taught me.
That's what Benefew taught him.
Oh, yes, of course, a likely excuse.
Alright,
I
cool.
understand
all
what
of
happened.
all of my patients are still alive. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Now hold on, I see what step he missed. He forgot to pray to whichever god was listening.
Okay,
Ah,
so you get there. Thankfully, Rick has only gotten the one patient, and it is a
Was it Spicy Pie Guy?
It is Spicy Pie Guy. He is sitting happily on the end of a bed. He's got like two EpiPens like sticking out of his thigh still, and he's just like eating the pie. He's just eating pie, sitting there at the end of the bed.
He's just like,
Good lord.
if I eat my magic medicine, I can eat as much pie as I want.
His
Oh,
face is
God.
still all puffy and red, but he's at least he can breathe.
Yes.
I don't
I
know
don't-
why Cassiopeia makes it sound like medicine's so hard. This was a breeze.
The hardest part's hitting him with the pointy end.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, because I
How many times
can't,
did
I
Rick
can't
beat
hit the
himself
EpiPen
up
with
way
the worst
Shillelagh,
part
so
is
it's
like,
hard
the
for me
worst
to
part is
actually get him.
yeah, the worst part is like Crispy like I want to say like, oh, you weren't authorized to practice, but like there's no there's no licensing.
No,
I mean, like, frankly, with how informal our organization is, it's basically like I don't think we even have formal job titles.
no.
So like, you know, perhaps we should have some sort of system to clear one to practice before they get the wrong impression.
Or we need
Ah,
to list out
yes.
protocol.
Yes,
For
and
sure.
we can work on that after we get back from our current job.
Yeah, your boat's your trip back was about 5 hours. Your boat's leaving like soonish.
I
We're going
like how Cassiopeia just starts complaining about how it's handling the patient like as soon as she sees the patient. I'm just over here like all she does is complain about how none of us are trying to do medicine on people. One of us tries to do medicine on people and suddenly it's not good enough.
we don't have time for this. Rick, we're going to need to leave
Yes.
soon. Are you prepared?
Yes, I have all my pamphlets on me.
Excellent. I myself, I'm going to need to stop by the crematorium for some, procure some last minute supplies. I'll meet everyone else at at the docking station.
While you're walking out, and just like, don't forget to grab some extras in case we need the keymaster while we're out there.
Don't remind me of that cretin.
I'm right here.
Yeah!
What to
I was
say?
about to say, isn't he always with you?
Yeah, I'm
He's
right.
your new best friend.
I'm right here.
Where do you go?
You know, you talk pretty bad about your best friend.
I don't
This
go
this
anywhere.
this thing is not my best friend.
He's perched on her arm that's kind of messed up, so she doesn't really feel the pressure.
Yeah. Well, it's just like he can turn invisible too, so it's like
Yeah,
I don't actually know if he's still there most of the time.
Oh, I'm
You're just
always here. Quiet.
you're just hoping
Watching you.
that the demon fucks off while you still owe him stuff.
You know that
Hey.
thing you do when you think no one's watching? I've seen you do it. Let me tell
I
you,
don't know.
I'm kind of into it.
What do you do when nobody's watching?
Oh,
The only thing
know-
I can
you don't
imagine
wanna
is that
know.
she
It is.
apologizes.
It is fucking depraved.
You
Really?
This is nonsense. This is ah,
Oh, it's some real sick shit.
there's nothing of the sort that is
I'm down to know it.
he's a
I think you
demon.
need
Of
to
course
kn-
he's
I think
lying.
you need to tell me.
You can't trust a single thing that any of these creatures say.
We're gonna find
don't
out that
really
Soap's
trust
secret
Most
hobby is
things
whittling.
you say, so
So puts
That's not a
mustard.
secret. She whittles all of her spells into bone, so that
Yeah.
wouldn't be a threat.
She's really into sourdough.
Also,
Soap makes tuna
Nadira-
fish sandwiches with mustard instead of mayonnaise. Like,
also, Nadira, I don't know what you're talking about, considering that, like, if anything, Chrysopia is honest to a fault with people. Like,
mm,
frankly, most of her
you just
interactions
got poor decision skills.
Yeah, frankly, like most of her interactions with NPCs have gone sour when she offered too much information. But yeah, she's gonna run off and grab some last minute stuff from the cemetery before we head out.
okie dokie.
I think Eltamil would have stopped in Dwarfholm and stopped by his place. Since the plan is apparently to go to the docks immediately after this, he just stopped at his place to grab and pack up.
Yeah, you guys have like 4 hours before you gotta catch your boat.
Yep. So we meet at Skydocks.
Sure, you're at the Skydocks. It is a chartered boat. It's one of the newer ones. It is. It looks like a large sailboat. But instead of sails, the mast has like a series of glass tubes snaking up it, and every so often the glass tube has like a large fan shaped vent, and at the front of the ship is another like large series of these glass tubes, and it looks like a rib cage kind of snaking across the front of the boat. And inside these glass tubes is like an inky black thunderstorm that's kind of like tumbling around in there. The ship is, I believe the ship's about like 150 feet long. It's not a huge ship, but it's pretty big still.
Yeah. So when you guys meet up with Chrysopia at I assume there's some sort of like I don't know what the equivalent would be, like a check-in lobby or something like that.
There's like customs and stuff. Yeah.
Right. As you guys meet up with her, like waiting in line at customs, you see that she is accompanied by a retinue of 4 individuals, all of whom are wearing like surgical scrubs, like and gloves, who are all covered head to toe, and their faces covered with the same like plague doctor masks that Crispia is known to wear from time to time.
Hey DM,
Yeah.
question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we were hired to go out to this rock, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Uh, was Clan Holderhek paying for our tickets, or were we expected to?
They're hiring you. They better pay for their tickets. It's their.
Perfect. How many tickets? How many tickets did they give us?
They're not really giving you tickets. It's like your names are on a list. It's their boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just for the sake of it being said, Chris, I imagine, is not with you guys.
Chris, yeah, I think the agreement. I think we like
Chris has
they
paid
said,
back. Yeah.
yeah, he's taking time off, right?
Yeah.
As he decides what to do.
So yeah, they check your names on the list. They go, okay, yeah, you're good. They check your IDs and shit. And they go, okay, hop on the boat. Um, they look kind of funny at Chrysopia's zombie horde that she's been slowly building. But they don't like really question it because they're like, oh, I guess these are just assistants or whatever.
Yeah.
They're not. The dwarves have a lot of other stuff that they need to be worried about. The boat is operated by a handful of dwarves, like less than a dozen, and then the rest of the manual labor is handled by Warforged.
Yes.
Eltamil is also already here and is helping out with the boat however he can.
Yep. Boat lifts off, and as it takes flight, the fan-like vents on the mast have like this prismatic light spill out of them, and you now have like a rainbow sail on the boat, and it's producing like an ethereal wake as it goes through the sky, and it flies up.
Nadira is so interested in that.
It's kind of pretty. It's like watching the aurora.
I prefer Rick's description.
Yeah, boat. You guys end up waiting about 45 minutes in line before your opening to go through the sky. The sea gate comes up, and you guys leave Bastion, uh, and pass into the astral sea.
And as soon as the boat starts lifting up to starts like lifting up off the ground, Chrysopia is just going to turn to everyone else. Just all right, you're going to have to. I don't suppose that my service is going to be required for the trip, so I will see you all later. And she takes a pill out of her doctor bag, pops it, and immediately collapses.
Just thud. A couple of zombies pick her up by like the arms and legs and like drag her below deck.
Yep.
Damn. And I was really hoping for a lecture on the way.
Lucius sadly puts away one of his tranks.
Not gonna give him the pleasure.
She's not asleep, she's unconscious. There's a difference.
Yes.
This is chemical.
What do you think my tranks do?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The trip isn't that long. It's only like a couple of hours. It's only going to like the debris field.
Yeah.
It is uncanny experiencing like a lack of time. And your travel through the astral sea is kind of dreamlike, where like you have a difficult time remembering. It's like when you walk into a room and you don't know why you're in that room. It's like that feeling, but like constant.
Yeah,
Um,
it's weird to be a thought.
yeah, it's weird. Uh, but you arrive. The closer you get to something that has like a mass or gravity, the more like real reality is. So like as you get to the debris field and you pull up to one of the larger pieces that the dwarves have been mining, they have a small uh like mining town kind of set up there, and they kick you guys all off the boat, and standing at the dock waiting for you is another one of a dwarf again who's wearing a suit similar to the one that dropped Emeril off. He's got a little hard hat on his head. It says champ on it, and he's happy to see you guys. He grabs who's the first one off the boat.
Oh, Ultimil is like gun ho to get off of this ship.
Oh yeah, no, he
He is
gives
ready.
he gives Altamiro like the big dwarf handshake. Um, you're both sturdy motherfuckers, so like instead of being like jerked around all over the place, it just kind of looks like a handshake. Uh,
Chrysopia is like sort of steadying herself against one of her zombies, as she's like still kind of shaking off the sedative that she gave herself.
I guess
Uh,
Stitch will go down next then.
I am going to get off the boat after Rick, right behind him with a trank ready.
um,
Good luck
he
with that.
the dwarf gets done shaking Altamil's hand, um, and immediately like reaches for Stitch as he gets off the boat.
I shake his hand.
He shakes all of Stitch.
Yes, but I also shake him back.
Yeah, he's surprised at the grip you got. And
Just two dudes shaking each other off.
oh yeah, like friends do. He goes, ah, the name's Killam, son of Dilling of Clan Holderhek. Nice to meet ya.
Name's Stitch. Pleasure to be here.
Chrysopia Dubliet.
Killam, son of Durin.
Your hat is made of metal. So
I think
strange.
Nadir would get off last.
Yes. Keeps the think meat safe.
Fascinating.
Think
Did you say
meat?
Killen?
Killam,
What's his name?
son of Dillim,
Killen.
Clan
Gotcha.
Holderhek.
I just need to make sure I note all of my cousins' names.
Aye.
Yes,
I love
we
how
are
you
the
answered in a dwarvish accent. That's great.
we were the physicians that were apologies. I don't take sailing well.
Clearly.
We were the physicians that were called for. We understood there was an epidemic event of some sort happening.
I keep you very slow. I don't want to spook the workers. Put her there, turtle man. And he reaches for Rick's hand as he gets off the boat.
My hand goes directly to
Oh.
my club, and I look dead at him and say, "Don't fucking touch me."
Apologies
You'll
if
have
I offended you, turtle man.
you'll have to forgive our resident turtle here. He doesn't like being touched.
Clearly.
He's
And I'm just gonna keep staring at him as I move off to behind the group.
He offers Lucius a handshake as he comes off the boat.
Lucius takes it happily.
Yeah, and all of Lucius gets shook.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kill him, son of Dillim.
forgive if you'll-
Lucius, happy to meet you.
if you'll forgive me, I surely you. I understand that epidemic protocols are. Sorry, and she's trying to lower her voice. I understand that epidemic protocols are not widely distributed, unfortunately, in Bastion. But surely you understand that if there is some sort of transmissible illness, then the best weapon against it is information.
Keep it quiet.
Uh,
Don't need the men panicking. We are stuck on this rock together. The panic could be more deadly than the whatever illness it is.
if you insist, uh, could we? Who would we need to speak to for a debriefing on the nature of this event?
Why do you think I met you at the damn docks?
I see. Well, in these cases, it is best to start with a establishing a timeline. Yes.
I will
Perhaps
talk.
we should do. Perhaps we
We
should do this somewhere else, like an office.
Yes, we'll
Yes.
talk all that later. First we have an ale.
I'm sorry.
Ah, I
Ale
forgot
sounds
about
lovely.
the hospitality of dwarves.
You can't talk business without the nail.
Yes, but surely you understand that time is of the essence. We must act as quickly as possible.
Yes, we
Then
must get
we
our
will.
drinks in now.
If you insist, I would warn you, I'm not exactly a drinker.
Sucks
I
for you.
am.
he just kind of like shrugs you off like okay. He leads you to one of like a dozen like it's almost like a third of the buildings in this mining town are taverns. Um, Simply because it would be inefficient to have a singular building large enough to house that many drunk dwarves. It's easier to like split them up.
Yeah.
So like
Not
a
only
third
inefficient,
dangerous.
dangerous.
You don't want that many drunk dwarves in one spot. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, they got like a half, like a third of the whole town
They'll,
is taverns, and he leads you
they'll
to
form a conga line.
yeah, oh god, uh, he leads you to one. It's called what do I call it? The
The tipsy elf.
yeah, why not? The Tipsy Elf. I was thinking the Tipsy something, so that works. He takes you to the Tipsy Elf,
Oh,
and
that's rather crude.
it's not as crude as like the sign is the worst part of it. It's just a very poorly
I
carved wooden elf,
Yeah, it's
like
just like
relief of an elf, just
yeah, it's like the
curling.
ears are like the ears are like twice as long as the head.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, the ears are
like
excessively
he,
long.
they've got like the red face of being drunk, but like you can see in the mug that like barely a sip's been taken out of it.
Yep,
Oh, no, really.
the Tipsy Elf.
Nadira indulges completely.
Yeah. No. Kill him takes you in there, and he orders ales for everyone. And they drop this busty dwarven barmaid comes up, two fistfuls of mugs of ale, and just kind of just drops them heavily on the table. The top like eighth of each mug spills onto the table. And from the way that this place smells, that's the correct way to do it. Um, and you each have roughly a half gallon to like a pint of ale in front of you in like these large metal goblets.
Okay.
There was a moment as they were like ordering that just Crispy was just like if I could just get a mineral. No, not a. Okay.
Now, Eltamiel has a very important question for the DM.
Uh huh.
Is this the good stuff? Are they trying to impress? Or is this the, we can get away with giving them the cheap shit?
This
They
is
While
don't
we
mighty
talk
have-
business.
found.
This is an off-world mining camp. They don't have the cheap stuff. You need to keep these guys happy.
I just wanted to check.
Yeah. No, they don't have the cheap stuff here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Ultimil is not pausing.
Drink!
Oh,
Drink,
so
friends!
you're
Then we talk business.
so you're telling me the gravity in this logger is higher than the gravity on the ground?
That's good.
That's great.
That's good. It's clever.
Mhm.
Chrysipia takes a tentative sip and just to be polite and makes a face.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Lucius is gonna put a hand on Chrisiope and just be like, it's an insult to the establishment if you don't finish your drink. And then he's just gonna start downing his own.
it's
when have I
like
been?
it's like someone put a bottle of grain alcohol next to a campfire.
Yeah. She just sort of like looks at it miserably and sort of swirls it in the glass a little bit and just says, "Well, I suppose at least they have no short of an antiseptic."
Do you know prestidigitation?
There's from the stuff from the stuff floating in it, you're still pretty sure you can get infections from this.
Yeah. She does, but she's trying to be polite, and she's pretty sure attempting to magically alter the flavor of her drink would be deeply impolite.
Yeah, I don't think he'd like that at all. Yeah, it tastes just like grain alcohol in a campfire.
She's working through it.
It's good for the Constitution.
Yeah. She's clearly having a hard time, but she's working through it.
Kill him downs his in about 2 goes. He stops halfway to like wipe the suds out of his mustache and like make sure that you guys are enjoying your drinks. And when he gets like he does like a small belch, and then
As is
he
polite.
yeah, as is polite. And as he like takes another deep breath, he tosses back the second half of his goblet.
Yes. Well, Mr. Killam, I was hoping that we could get to the matter at hand.
We are getting to the matter at hand. Drink.
Oh no.
Make
So Sit also he has one of the half-gallon size cups, which is
oh my
Oh
god!
my
Sit size.
I can't
And-
believe. Yeah, Chrysipia just like she looks at it and just it'll get us through this, and she just downs the whole thing in one go.
The 20
I-
that I also rolled praise Consi was
Yeah.
was not a con save. It was volume.
Oh no.
He lets out a thunderous belch.
I like to think that Chrisiopeia downs the whole thing, puts the mug down, and just kind of stops for a second, and then slowly looks at the mug and becomes horrified at the thought that she might order another.
Little bit of dragon is showing from Stitch.
Yeah. Listen. Little bit of neurotoxin never hurt anyone.
How
No,
else
it
are you going to build up an
It,
immunity?
it explicitly has. That's why it's called neurotoxin.
Mr. Killam, are we meant to speak here, or are we moving to another location?
We got 2 more taverns to hit.
Oh, please.
And he slams a couple coins on the table, gets up, and starts dragging you guys to the next tavern.
Okay.
Every business meeting starts with
Party.
a pub crawl.
Yep.
I love dwarves.
So Yeah. Chrysopia is just like throughout the whole thing, she's just still just like desperately trying to like refocus on like refocus on what they were hired here for.
Yeah, and he insists that you are currently doing what you were hired here for.
Uh
after
so
after the third tavern, everyone's starting to get a real everyone's starting to see double at this point. Even the dwarves are starting to get pretty tipsy here. Killam's like, great, great. Now we talk business. I know you're going to be honest with me.
oh, yes, what? What
Hell yeah.
are we right, the the, the epidemic.
Yes.
Not so loud.
It's not so much an epidemic as it is a small plague.
I am not being loud. It's the two of you that are shouting.
I project. I'm not shouting. Come, we'll talk more in my office.
Thank goodness.
His office is a fourth tavern.
No. His
office is the tavern he personally owns.
So his office is it's on the third floor.
It does have a tap on the wall.
It does have a tap. It is on the third floor of what appears to be like a large like corporate building. It's got Holderhek Ironworks on the front.
The head office of Big Smithing, as it were.
Well, a head
Ah.
office.
This is definitely a satellite office.
Chrysopia is just like scanning. She sees the tap on the wall. It's just scanning around the room, in vain hopes of seeing a kettle.
Nope. There is no tea. There is
Yeah.
coffee, but they don't have coffee unless you're in the mines. He takes you guys up 2 flights of stairs. Coffee's a mixer here. He takes you guys up 2 flights of stairs. So you guys get to stumble up all those steps.
Yeah,
As he gets to
exactly
the
what we want.
office, he's got a secretary. It's like he's got a little halfling secretary. And as he's stumbling into his office, he goes, Dim, I'm not taking any visitors. I'll be busy for the next hour. And Dim, apparently, is sitting at his desk, and he goes, I see you have another business meeting, sir. Good luck.
As he says, I see you have another business meeting. Chrysopia is just like hunched on her knees, dry heaving in the corner.
This is his fourth one today.
Desperately trying not to experience that alcohol a second time.
Yeah.
It burns going down. It's not going to feel any better coming back up.
Yeah.
You guys pile into his office. He goes, okay. Now we can have the serious discussions.
Yes, finally. Now we did establish a timeline of the patient. What's the term, Lucius? What's the word for the one that came first?
Patient 0.
Yeah, that one.
Hold on a second. Is anyone else thirsty after climbing up one of them damn stairs? I could use a
Okay.
drink.
For
Right.
a drink?
Do they
Dim!
do they not have
Dim, we need
water?
a round of drinks. Dim comes into the office, goes to this large wooden keg that he has in one corner of the office, pours a couple of modest sized pint glasses. They're not the big like half-gallon metal mugs that you guys are having at the taverns. And he starts pouring you guys some drinks.
Oh yeah, Lucius Lucius can keep going.
Mr. Killam, please. I understand that you're only attempting to be hospitable, but you simply must understand that an individual of my I will die.
Lucius puts his hand on Chrysiopeia and is like, now, Chrysiopeia, if we're gonna be in the business of the general business of doing things like this, we can't be insulting our employers. Now drink up.
Look, if she don't want it, I'll take it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Praise Concy.
All over the table.
I think I might be with you. So
Ah, Jim, clean that shite up. Okay, let's get down to business.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Nonsense. And he puts another drink in your hand. He goes, wash that mouth out. Now, I've got down in those tunnels 30 good men in a very bad way. And I'm hoping you lot can do something about that.
What are
yeah.
what are their symptoms?
They
how-
seem distant, almost like they're empty behind the eyes. And when we bled one of them, it was silver. Almost as if
Fred?
no, it was
Lead.
yeah, we bled them.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's just a simple bloodletting. It has its uses.
Well,
Not wouldn't have been my first line of defense against the potential infection, but I understand that your expertise is rather limited here.
admittedly, we mostly just punched the lad, trying to get him to wake up.
Well,
Yes,
there were the
well,
ones that were coughing too, trying to get them to shut up.
Yeah, there was the coughing, and
yes, well, simply in the interest of public health advisement, I must inform you that physically aggressing patients is not normally in our recommended practice.
you treat a bunch of. Have you treated many dwarves?
I don't know. Have we?
Did they all fall ill at the same time, or did one after another get ill?
It was pretty much a whole shift, just all at once.
How long ago did you notice the symptoms? And they came on quite suddenly, yes?
Honestly, I can't tell you how long ago it was. We are where we are.
Right, yes. She
What were they mining down there?
Silver.
They were mining silver?
Aye, it's a very plentiful vein of silver on this rock. We're
So,
talking hundreds of thousands of gold worth already dug up.
all right. Well, I suppose we're going to have to begin examinations to attempt to determine a diagnosis.
I'm sorry. The smell. It's starting to hit me. Okay, I'm good.
Yes. I would rather like to do my job now, please.
By all means, go. Do your job.
Thank you.
Tim, where's that goddamned mop?
Just So, just based on what he's told us so far,
Uh-huh.
is this ringing any bells for potential diagnoses?
Give me a medicine
Um,
check with disadvantage.
Can I think, yeah, I think Chrysope is also like conferring with Lucius as the other medical expert. So,
Great. Lucius, you also can give me a medicine check with disadvantage.
okay.
Can
If I do it by
medicine?
myself, can I do it without disadvantage?
No. You all have had
Damn it.
many, many drinks.
I'm gonna give Chris guidance. Not
Okay.
Chris. We can call you Chris again,
Hey.
Go for it.
but you're still soap.
Well, lucky for you, the answer was always going to be because this is a new thing. Um, you are not aware of any illness or curse or affliction that would cause one's blood to turn silver.
Yeah, I was looking through all of this and like the silver blood really rules out basically everything.
Yeah, the silver
Yeah.
blood is a very strange symptom.
Yeah. Crispy is gonna not waste any more time. She wants to get physical access to a patient to examine them as quickly as possible.
Not in your state, you're not.
No, we need to sleep it off.
We can't sleep. There's a the plague on hand. This could be spreading as we speak.
We're no good to anyone right now.
But we're in the. Wait a sec. Do I
Hey,
remember what I can do? Does my character know what food and drink can do to you or not do to you in the astral sea?
I I was also gonna ask, would this technically be considered poisoned?
You are I mean, it is a poison. However, you're in the astral sea, so like, go ahead and give me intelligence checks.
Does the 13 get it?
I don't think a 13 gets it, but a 16 definitely lets you lucid dream enough to sober up.
You can disbelieve you're drunk.
oh,
Oh.
well, that's fine.
I cannot.
That's fine. We're not exactly tapping into his expertise at the moment.
I am better at
Oh.
taking people apart, so you guys can put them back together. again.
Oh yeah, we're gonna really want to have someone keep an eye on Rick. He is drunk in the middle of big smithing lands.
Yeah. It's okay.
He's got a hammer and a whole lot of nails.
It's okay. We're about to go talk to a bunch of miners. They're not smiths.
No,
we're gonna
actually,
go-
most of us are also trained in smithing.
Hey,
We're gonna go
Mel?
talk. We're gonna go talk to a bunch of dwarves who, when cut, literally bleed metal. Definitely not related to big smithing.
All right, but we're running out of time because I want to get this scene going.
I'm good to have you guys do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I suppose we get the location of these sick dwarves off of our good friend here, and then go see them.
Hey, they're in the damn mines. You're gonna want to tunnel 14B.
Perfect.
All right. We'll do what we can. Yeah, and we'll head to 14B.
Okay.
Ultimately, will guide them on the way.
Yeah, I'll say you know where 14B
I
is.
assume. I was gonna say I assume he knows where his way around this particular set of mines.
You go down to the tunnels. 14B indicates that it's going to be the 14th row of the strip mine, and B indicates that it's one layer down. And uh, you go in, you take like a small elevator down a level, and then you go over to the 14th corridor, and they have erected, kind of crude and hastily, a wooden barricade. Just looks like it was hammered together out of just whatever scrap wood they had on hand. Um, and there's a makeshift door, which is really just like a wooden panel that you can pick up and move. And scrawled across it is some dwarven script that reads, "Quarantine, do not enter."
Um, is there people like guarding this entrance?
There's like one dwarf.
Okay. Uh, hello? Yes.
Hey, what can I
Um,
do for you?
um, we and my associates here are physicians. We've been hired to investigate the individuals who are currently in quarantine.
Hey, that tracks. In you go. And he just opens the door for you.
Right?
Perfect.
Wow, it's nice when you actually get hired to do doctoring. You don't have to explain yourself as much.
Nope. I mean, if you've snuck in this much, like if you, who the hell's gonna sneak in to like look at sick people? You know, like
Yeah,
it's a pretty obvious. It's too absurd to be something to lie about.
fair enough.
It's so overt, it's covert.
Yeah.
So what do we see?
Inside, standing in about two single file lines along the sides of the tunnel are about 30 dwarves. They're all standing more or less perfectly still. There's like a little bit of sway, but other than that, they're just kind of standing there, staring straight ahead. Um, there is their mouths are kind of like agape, and every so often, as you walk past one of these doors, you notice there is a small trickle of silver coming down one of their coming out of like one of their eyes or something.
Yeah, Chrysopia is. She immediately tries to address. Uh, hello, are you? Uh, I don't suppose I could. And she's just trying to like assess their level of consciousness.
Give me a medicine check or an insight check.
Yeah,
I'll let you pick either one.
yeah. Go for medicine.
Yeah, it's like Killam was saying. These guys are pretty much dead behind the eyes. They're
Mm.
uh, they're, they're they're pretty much fentanyl zombies, for lack of a better term.
Whatever this is, it appears to have caused some sort of advanced state of catatonia. Um. Okay. I also.
Does
Oh, go ahead.
Nadira have an alchemist kit on her?
I sure do.
I would like to collect some of like you said. There's like like a small stream of like silver coming down from like one of their eyes, right?
Yeah, a little trickle.
Uh, I'd like to collect some of it and
Mhm.
then use or I'm assuming Nadira is proficient in an alchemist kit.
Be
I
weird if
sure
she
am.
wasn't.
Yeah, could we use that to like run a quick test on this to see if it's like actually silver?
Yeah, like do an essay.
Kid just turned the light off on me. Yeah, go ahead. Give me an alchemist tools check. That'll be intelligence.
With proficiency, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Uh, I would like to lend a hand.
Yeah, sure. You can roll it too. Are you proficient?
I am, as a matter of
Oh
fact.
yeah, no, you're an
By the
artificer. Of
way,
course you're proficient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how
he's
do I
proficient
add
in
my
everything.
proficiency to it?
I'd just add 2.
3 at this
My
level.
proficiency is
Is it 3 or
3.
5th? Oh, then yes,
Yeah.
it'd be.
It becomes 3 at 5th.
Okay, you
I
said
think you can
intelligence
just type a 3 into the modifier thing, but yeah.
plus 3.
Yeah,
So 20, and I got a
20.
14.
that was a save, but you're fine.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. There is definitely silver in here, but it's not like just silver. Like the reaction you get isn't.
Like the blood separates
Yeah.
into like silver blood products and other stuff.
Kinda, it's not really blood products. It's definitely something organic, but like it's not like you have it's separated into like here's a layer of silver that we've extracted and then like red blood underneath it.
Yeah, no, this was mostly to, like, see if they were actually, like, bleeding liquid silver.
Well, the silver would probably be heavier, so it would probably be on the bottom, but yeah.
I'm going to ritual cast detect magic just
Hmm.
to rule out any magical explanations.
Sure. Go ahead and give me like 2 minutes. My kid is begging me for a
Yep.
Pop-Tart.
That's all right.
Oh, dude, I want a Pop-Tart.
Too bad.
Oh.
Okay. You cast detect magic.
Yes.
Uh, I'll say that there is magic, but it is less that they have been enchanted or cursed. Um, the magic, as you look at it, seems to be like this thin tendril of enchantment that kind of trails off of like the forehead of each of these dwarves and goes down the tunnel.
Ah, so they ran into something.
Oh, well, that is rather disconcerting, I must admit. Uh, it appears as if something may have uh, acquired a degree of influence over these individuals.
As you say that, every single dwarf in the tunnel coughs simultaneously.
Every single dwarf.
Well, except for Emerald.
Chrysopia sort of gives an uncertain look around and just, I believe we may need to inspect the working environment in order to attain any further insight.
Yeah, I mean, we we've got nothing medicinal to go off of here.
And I think
This
I'll end it there.
very
All right,
We'll pick it
alrighty.
up. Well,
cool.
it's a good spot to pick it up next week.
Oh,
Session, guys.
yeah. Good session.
Yeah.
Great session.
Woohoo! It was great.
I'll catch you folks next week. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
see you later.
Bye.